See, this is what I'm talking about. Why does everything have to be so commercialized now? I mean, what? Now after every fight he's gonna thank his sponsors?
Hey, what's up YouTube land? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Kamen Rider Drive DX Trailer HOU and Shift Formula. So here we are, and there it is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So here you have a picture of the trailer HOU Shift Formula. There you have a Drive in is Type Formula armor. Up top here you just have a picture of the trailer HOU in its two modes. On the bottom, you have a picture of Type Formula. On the side, you have another picture of Drive in Type Formula using the trailer HOU. On this side, you have another picture of Formula with the shift cars, the extra shift cars that he gets with this form. On the back of the box, you get your obligatory product shots, does this, that, the other, all that good stuff. But most importantly, you get Sad Pac-Man! And that's basically it for the packaging. So moving right along, here we have the trailer HOU and Shift Formula. This is Kamen Rider Drive's latest upgrade, and this is the weapon that he receives with that latest upgrade. But we will look at the trailer HOU. I'm going to call this a trailer Kamen from now on, because that way I feel like I'm not saying something offensive. But anyway, we'll get to the trailer Kamen in a little bit, but first we will focus on Shift Formula right here, and as you can see, it is a Formula 1 car. It's an Indy car, and very nice. You know, it's a nice blue paint scheme with some yellow, some white, a little bit of silver. So yeah, looking good. You got the Drive logo here on either side, right there on the front, and of course the rear flips up for use in the shift brace. And of course it does have rolling wheels, so guess what? It rolls! Woo! Yay, rolling things. So let's get right down to it and hear what it does in the Drive driver. So let's bring in Mr. Beltson here. Hello, Mr. Beltson. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've spoken. And as usual, so you can see everything that is happening on the screen clearly, I need to turn off my fluorescent lights because the fluorescent lights do not play well with the spinning LED in here, and I want you to see what's actually happening on this screen. So, if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to cut the lights off real quick, so clap off! Okay, lights are off, so let's just get right down to it. Bring the camera down a little bit here so you can see what's going on. And let's get right down to it. Let's do some henching. So, as always, everything starts with a turn of the key. Henshin! So there you go, now you've henching into Type Formula, and now we'll do our attack. Sorry. And our finishing move. And there you have it. There you have all the noises that it makes in the Drive driver.
Nice drive.
Thank you, Beltson. He's so polite. He's so nice. He's so nice, Mr. Beltson is. Alright, so let's continue on and let's cut the lights back on. So, clap off. Well, not clap off, clap on. Alright, now that we got the lights back on, let's just move right along with our buddy here. their Mahadriver, the mock driver. So just plug this in and see what it does. And there you go. Got your attack. And then your finishing move. And there you go. Otsukare to you two. So there you have all the noises that it makes in the mock driver. And of course, we'll bring in our good buddy here.
Break your body.
And break some bodies. So here we have the brake gunner, and we'll see what it does here. So
Advanced system.
you do get a new noise with it, but again, it's a base form, so you don't get an execution. But you do get a new noise. So, whoops. So you get that. And that is basically it for the noises that it makes in the other toys. But now it's time for the main event, which is the trailer Kamen itself. And as you can see, it's a trailer. It's basically the kind of trailers that you see at IndyCar events, at NASCAR events. And it's very, very cool. Obviously, the cab section here is very stylized, I guess, because it doesn't seem like anybody could realistically sit in there and drive it, but hey, for what it's supposed to do, I guess it works. But I really like the sticker here on the side, though, because it has the names of all of the other shift cars, and it's done up like like sponsors, like you would see at a NASCAR event, at an IndyCar event. So I really like that. That's really cool. It says Rolling Gravity there, Hooking Wrecker, Amazing Circus, Fire, Braver, Dream Vegas, all that stuff going on there. Very nice. The paint scheme is, again, blue, black. You get some nice Bandai silver throughout, some up front here, a little bit of orange. So, done very well. You get a little bit of red there. Those rear lights, some black back here. Right here's your on-off switch. There's your speaker. And again, on the other side, you have the stickers here with the, sponsor logos on the side. There's your battery compartment right there. And, yeah. Very, very cool. And it does, it does have wheels and it does roll. It's heavy, though. This thing actually does have some weight to it, I will say that, so it's very, very nice. It has a lot more playability to it as well, definitely. So far, this is my favorite drive roleplay toy, because this does a lot more than the handle can or the door gun, so I already like this a lot more than drives other roleplay toys. So we'll just get down to some noises. So your on-off switch is right here, and hopefully you'll be able to see what's going on, because a lot of stuff happens in this window right here, which is also another cool part of this toy. I want to make sure you can see that. So here's our, where is it? Oh, there we go. So here's our on-off switch. Turn it on and you get...
Shift the trailer HOU.
So shift the trailer HOU, and you can see how that lit up in there, and it says full. It's a very cool effect in here that's just done with lights and mirrors, so we'll get into more of that in a little bit, but that's really cool. Now, one thing you can do here is, there's a button right here, you just push that, and that allows you to open up this back section here. And when you do that, you can open up this section right here, it just slides back, it locks into place, and you get a ramp right here. So you can basically take a shift car and just drop it down, and you get a little sound effect that'll shoot out the back. which is cool. Now, if you do this 10 times, you'll actually get an extra sound effect. So. So you get some other noises from belts on. Now, you don't really have to do that with the shift car because all the shift car is doing is it's just hitting this little clear button right there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little clear switch right there, and it just hits that. So if you want to hear those noises, you can just stick your finger in there and just push the button 10 times. So.
Excellent. Shift cars. Daishuko.
So you have that other noise, and do it another 10 times.
Wonderful. Shift cars. So sukeki.
So you have that. I think that's all you get. I think you only get 3. Let me do it again just to make sure.
Good. Shift cars. Shuko.
Yeah, so you only get those 3 extra sound effects there. And if you pull the trigger, you get some extra noises too.
Kishinda.
Hishinda. Get some revving noises.
Exactly.
Exactly! The horn.
Go.
Go! Get that. Exactly. So, there you go. That's all the noises that you get out of it in just regular trailer mode, which is pretty cool. And again, already has a lot more functionality than the door gun, or the handle can, or even the Zenrin shooter. So, yeah, already has a lot more playability to it. So now to go into weapon mode, you're just going to push this button right here. That's your release. So push the button, and then you just slide it down, and there you have it in cannon mode. Now again, this is locked into place, so if you want to slide this back up, you have to push this gray button to do that. So there you go. So there you have it in cannon mode. I will say this, I have very small hands, and I know this is intended for children. I have small hands, and even this is a little too cramped for me. There's not quite enough space for me to fit my fingers in there comfortably, but you know, obviously with somebody with bigger hands, this is probably not going to work at all, but I can kind of sort of still get my hand in there. This is definitely a toy you want to hold with 2 hands because all of the weight is up, well, technically this isn't the front of the cannon anyway. All of the weight is right here. So you don't want to put any unnecessary stress on whatever is holding these 2 parts together. So definitely hold this 2-handed because this thing actually does have a good amount of heft to it. So you don't want to risk, snapping the support. So definitely this is a 2-handed toy. So once you have it in cannon mode, you can pull the trigger. You get your cannon noise. And there you have that. Now right up top here, you do have a place to put in your shift car. Now again, what makes this so much better than the other roleplay toys so far is that this does have a full reader in it. So this will read anything you plug into it, which is really, really cool. So we'll plug in shift formula right here, and you'll get Formula HOU! And then pull the trigger. And you get that noise. So to do your Hisatsu finisher, what you want to do now is you want to take 2 shift cars. And I got type speed and max flare here. You want to take 2 cars and put them into the cannon. So just drop type speed in there. Get your Hisatsu You can pull the trigger now if you want. You get that. Take this out now. Hey, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, because I want to explain something. God.
Shift the trailer hole.
Okay. I just wanted to explain something and it kept going. But one cool thing here, again, this works via mirrors, and it's a very cool trick. As you saw, when I dropped the car in there, the car is actually going in this way, but due to the mirrors, you actually see it in this window going in that way. So I just thought that was really cool. So now let's just go on to the full heat shots.
Formula HOU.
Yeah, Formula HOU. We'll drop in the first shift car. And then you drop in the second one, and you'll get full throttle, standby noise, and pull the trigger. Get noise, you even get like a crowd cheering and everything. So there you go. There is your results, your finisher. You just open this up, dump the cars back out. Now, as I said, this has a full reader, so this will read any car you plug up top here, which is really, really cool. So if I plug type speed in here, you can do speed ho, and then you can do your Hisats. There you have that. If I wanted to use max flare, I can use max flare. Flare ho! Now, to do the Hisats, again, the cars are just pushing this button, so you can just stick your finger in there and just push the button twice to activate the Hisats. So, there you have that. And what else have we got? Here we got Funky Spike. Get in there. Get in there. Spike ho! Don't do. So you have it with Funky Spike. And you can also use your other upgrade form shift cars. So here's Type Wild. Wild Ho! What? That didn't sound right. So there you have Type Wild. And now we'll do, how about Technique? Get in there. Oops, sorry, I forgot this one goes in backwards.
Technique HOU. Technique big.
So there you have it with Type Technique. And we'll do Dead Heat. I almost forgot what this was called. We'll do Dead Heat now. Had a brain fart there.
Dead heat.
Dead Heat, ho!
Oh! His thoughts. Dead heat. Big. High. Ho!
So this will recognize any shift car you plug into it, even, grab it over here, even Type Fruits.
Fruit. Oh!
Fruit ho!
His thoughts. Fruit. Big. High. Ho!
So very cool that it will recognize any shift card that you plug into it. That's really, really cool. You can use signal bikes in here as well. Maha-ho!
His thoughts. High. Ho!
So there you have it with Maha's main rider signal bike, but grab this one over here. If we grab another one of his signal bikes,
Signal. Ho!
it just says Signal Ho. So while it recognizes his main rider bike, the rest of his signal bikes will just give you a generic Signal Ho.
His thoughts. Signal. High. Ho!
So there you go. So his regular, with his other signal bikes, it'll just say Signal Ho. It won't recognize each individual signal bike. It only recognizes his main Hinchin signal bike. So, and of course you can use viral cores with this. So plug it in.
Viral. Ho!
Viral Ho.
His thoughts. Viral. High. Ho!
So with the viral cores, it doesn't matter which one you plug in there. It'll just say Viral Ho, and that's all it'll say. It'll just say viral. So it won't recognize each viral core individually. It just lumps them all into viral. So there you have that, and that's basically it. I mean, again, I have a bunch of other shift cards I could plug into this, but I'm not going to do all that. If you want a full audio demonstration, I know Shuken Shinobi did one where he plugged in every single shift car he owns into this. So if you want to hear every single noise that this thing makes with all the shift cars that are out so far, you can always check out Shuken Shinobi's video on that. I'm just giving you just kind of a brief demonstration. But yeah, it will recognize every single shift car you put into there. Signal bikes, viral cores, very cool. So definitely, as I said, already way more playable than Drive's other roleplay toys, which I really like. And it's very cool. I like it. I like, it's nice and big. It's hefty too. Like I said, it has some weight to it. And very nice, very versatile in its playability, very versatile in its noises. I dig it. Very, very cool toy, and definitely worth getting if you are into Drive in any way, shape, or form. Definitely worth it because, like I said, it has a lot more playability than Drive's other roleplay toys. So I think this is definitely worth the price. So if you'd like to check out any Kamen Rider merchandise, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. And I think that's pretty much it for this. So don't forget to check out EmGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Kamen Rider Drive DX trailer, HOU, and Shift formula. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud. Pull me in your face.